Hello, this is Dave and welcome to Equity Story. I'm here with the one and only Wolf, and this is obviously just general share advice and not personal. And please obviously read the disclaimer on the video. Wolf, you know what? You look at the small ordinaries, which represents a lot of small caps. Look at that chart. It's in a really ugly downturn, isn't it?
It's difficult. The small caps are very, very difficult, Dave. And the thing is, we invest in small caps, right? But we're trying to balance it. We've got some bigger things in there because we don't want to obviously go backwards. But holy moly, it is a difficult market.
You can look at that really. It's and you can see why it's largely, especially recently, the large caps have just trended a little bit better, haven't they?
Slightly better.
All right, we're going to talk about a large cap that hasn't been really holding up too well, but I thought came out with a stellar announcement today was Metcash.
Yeah, so, an announcement that maybe reassures the market that things are not as bad as investors maybe are dreading, right? Because of course, Metcash is now sort of dropped below that blue line on a monthly, but it's bouncing back. So maybe that announcement today, which is their half yearly, suggests that, like I said, it's not as bad. And we've seen the retailers suffer. We've seen some of the other discretionary companies suffer, but from their point of view, they've come out and saying they're growing still, right? In all divisions, from hardware to food to liquor, it's all growing. Even though it might be low in a low single digits, it doesn't matter. It's still growing, which is not a bad sign. And plus, they said, I think the outlook was okay-ish. So I think the market's just getting this wrong a little bit.
Yeah. So if it's back above that sort of 378 by sort of Wednesday, Thursday, Wolf, get back in it if you got out of it.
Yeah, this is the one that this is one of those babies out with the bathwater scenarios, I think.
Anyway, it's amazing, isn't it, how it has a move up, hits a trend and comes down. It's incredible. But again, I thought the announcement was very good. But also, didn't they write it really well?
Yeah, look, they've got a good team.
Yeah. Well, all right.
At the end of the day, Dave, Metcash, it's a decent story. Remember, it's followed by the big boys out there, so it's going to be moved around a bit. And hopefully it still will sort of, if you're getting this in a dividend, you still actually the dividend was actually quite good. So you still got that dividend that you might get.
All right. So PRN actually looked really good. Looked like perfect buy, but what's going on now between PRN and DDH?
Looks like a tie-up, Dave. Looks like a merger between the two, right? So one goes down, one goes up. The usual what happens. So the acquirer goes down, the acquiree goes up. Before the start of today, on the balance of things, it was a 10. Let me see. Hang on, what did I write down? 101 implied price to be paid by PRN for the merger. But of course, because PRN has gone down now, the DH it means that it's probably worth about 91 cents like they are at the moment. So it looks like a tie-up. I think it's a good tie-up. I mean, both parties are very happy with it. They just make them bigger, maybe can save some costs, right? So it's going to be synergistic, no doubt. So for me, it sounds like a good deal. All right.
Let's talk about STK. So they've had a good move up today, Wolfie, 8-9%. They've sort of broken through previous resistance. Tell us why.
I think they sold one of their assets to a big boy for about 61 mil. I think I saw that. So Northern Star's buying for 61 million Millrose project. Then I looked at it, thought, okay, if this is a $10 million company, this is going to go up 4 or 5 times. But unfortunately, it's 71 million. So 60 million, 10 million for the rest of the projects. Probably about all right. Don't see that too much upside from here, Dave, unfortunately.
All right, that's fine. Now we've got SLA.
Yeah.
So they had the takeover offer. Since then, it's been tracking down. Yeah. But today we've had a reversal, so it's up 17%. West Farmers coming into the picture, Wolf.
Yeah, I tell you what, the insiders were blindsided, weren't they? No idea this chart because it's coming down. And West Farmers obviously very good at that. They basically said, anyone opens the mouth, you're going to get fired. They've been very good with that. And remember, they said they're pulling out about 4 or 5 weeks ago. They said, nah, sorry, pulling out too much money. And quietly they've been working on this deal, and they're going, oh my God, yeah, 33.5. Thank you very much. And they're like, oh my God, right? So there you go. It's sort of worked pretty well. And these guys are happy with this. 33.35 is actually the same price that the other that are paying, but SLA prefers West Farmers. Or API.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? You've got to. I think for West Farmers, it's up their alley. It's just a sort of business that they know how to take advantage of and grow, right?
Yeah, look, 100%, Dave. They are the best operators, right? They are great willing dealers. So potentially more attractive would be SLA to obviously be sold to West Farmers, because West Farmers can offer probably a bit more, as in for the conditions and so on. So makes sense. We'll see what happens now. We'll see what the other party does.
Because I think there's a lot of new machines now have come, Wolfie, for skin tightening.
Dave, you've been looking obviously in that. There's a lot of research.
Well, I don't need it because I've got my pills that stop me from aging. But yeah, listen, well, it's not me that's looking at it, but you just hear rumors of people looking at it in the office.
Rumors,
mainly female species.
Dave, I think let's not go see those candid photographs of you entering a silk laser clinic.
Anyway, say la vie. I do actually I do need that as much as I can. PMT. Right, Wolf. I mean, the story hasn't changed. It's sort of having a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, interesting enough, Dave. There was an article. This is what they've had an announcement, right? And I thought, what's this announcement for? Response to an ASX query. So there was an article in the Australian newspaper, talking about that PMT is about to sell itself or sell some assets. Interesting. So they've come out and saying, no, not true. We'll see what happens. Look, there's always a little bit of truth for something, isn't there? You think?
Well, we'll see. TLX Wolf was the hot stock. Recent big had a buy signal. So it hasn't gone through it yet. That's good. It's given plenty of time to come through. Again, I like the price action. Now, there was a sell-off towards the end of last week, but Friday last week got a bit of a sell-off. So I think that was generally the market, but I had a buy signal. I like this. You know what it reminded me of? I'll tell you what. It reminded me of that Digger data chart years ago. Well, that had a similar type of buy signal. It was going for a little bit of a run. I had that type of buy signal here, Wolf, and it went on with it. And you're thinking, you look at TLX and you think, it's had a run. Can it really go on with it?
Can I just say something, Dave? Look, I've known you for quite some time, right? But I remember, you basically go, I remember this buy signal from 10 years ago. I mean, that is an amazing thing, because I reckon you probably don't even remember your kids' birthdays like the previous year, right? But you remember buy signals from 10 years ago. I mean, it just shows the man right there. He just loves his little charts, and he can remember this most ridiculous DDR buy signal from 10 years ago. Yet, if you ask him, Dad, what did I do 5 years ago? I can't remember, son.
Yeah, and I couldn't find my car the other day when I parked it in the.
There you go.
I couldn't remember where I parked it. That's really sad. All right, but I know my buy signals.
I like it. It's good.
I know my buy signals. All right, Wolfie. Listen, there isn't a buy today except Metcash, right? Metcash, I think if it's over that monthly trend, get back in it. I thought it was a good announcement.
Can I just add to that? I mean, this week I think is one more week before we go to July, right? So I think probably maybe a little bit more tax loss selling. Next week it starts. We've got the reporting season, the quarterly reporting season starting. So, and if I look through the actual trade economics to see on the calendar if anything happening, not much happening this week. So I think it's going to be fairly quiet, and potentially one of those weeks that we just want to get over and done with and move on to July. So I, from a trading point of view, if you can make a quick trade, winning something, well done.
Yeah. All right. Well done. All right. On that note, Wolfie, absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. See you guys.
Wolf. Bye bye.